Welcome to Presentation, Ponder, Practice. A crown is often thought of as being worn by kings and other exalted persons. The crown probably originated as a cloth headband or a turban worn by tribal leaders. Later, the diadem, a metal headband with or without ornaments on it, became more of what we see mentally when we think of a crown today. The high priest wore a gold plate with the inscription, "Holy to the Lord," fastened to the mitre or the turban by blue cord. This was an emblem of consecration, setting them apart as sacred or holy to God for His service. Exodus 29 and verse 6 reads, "And you, Moses, shall set the turban on Aaron's head, and put the holy crown on the turban." This was God's instruction. When the plate was made, Exodus 39 verse 30 tells us that they made the plate of the holy crown of pure gold and inscribed it like the engravings of a signet, "Holy to the Lord." Zechariah chapter 6 verses 11 through 14 give the command of God to make gold and silver crowns and to place them on the head of Joshua the high priest. Unfortunately, most of our English translations render the term crown as singular here, but the Hebrew has the plural. Verses 13 and 14 indicate the crowns would be set up in the temple as emblems of God's favor. Kings that were put in place by God wore crowns. Psalm 21 verse 3 speaks of God giving a kingship to David in terms of a crown of fine gold on his head. David's gold crown was a prize of battle, 2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 30. A king would wear his crown when sitting on his throne and when leading his men into battle, showing his authority, 2 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 10. A crown symbolized a divinely appointed office, 2 Kings chapter 11 verse 12, Psalm 89 verse 39, and Psalm 132 verse 18. God's gift or crown could be removed. Psalm 89 verse 39 and Ezekiel 21 verses 25 and 26. The coronation of Joash is given to us in 2 Kings 11 verse 12 and the parallel 2 Chronicles 23 and verse 11. Jesus was crowned with thorns. The term thorns in Greek is like our English word thorns. It in no way indicates what plant was used. What is clear is that this crown was a mocking symbol of royalty. John chapter 19 verses 2 and 5. To get you started with something to ponder, consider that both the priest and the kings were the people's representatives before God. Thus, we might consider their crown to be the crown of representation. The crown could be used for good, or the crown could be used for evil. The one who wears the crown determines the measure of honor and respect that it should receive. Dwell on these things and others like them. Practice what you learn from God's Word. May God bless you.